It's always good to start off with a level. Looks like this is gonna be 79 farming. We are one step closer to finally reaching base 80s. Welcome to officially the first episode of yet another maxing series. Back to more Guardians of the Rift. Another successful game, and that brings us up to 400 pulls. Only 267 games played so far. We've already searched just under 700 times before we started doing this huge stack, so we should end up around 2,000 total searches by the end of this grind. And of course my shiny 99. Coming back from this lap to make another golem should be... There we have 84 crafting. Always nice to get one of the bonus levels during a minigame. And at the end of game 288, we are officially up to 500 pulls, a little bit under a third of the way. Up at 293, we have officially passed 10 million Runecraft XP. We're only getting a little bit of Stockholm Syndrome now. Time for another short break. And we hit 80 farming. Apparently I missed 1900 total level last time, but that only leaves us 5 more stats until we're up to base 80s. Well, back to it I guess. And we're taking a little bit of a break from Guardians of the Rift just to do some Slayer. And like normal we missed the level popping up, but there's 89 range. Game 310. We officially passed 600 reward pulls. Yeah, Guardians of the Rift has become my new bank standing activity, basically. Whenever we sign in and we're not really sure what to do, instead of hanging around a bank staring inside of that, grab the setup, teleport using the amulet to get here, and just start mindlessly grinding some more Guardians. Even to the point that doing it for a few hours straight and you just get bored and want to change it up, I'll go do something else for maybe about half an hour and then just not really be feeling it anymore and want to come right back to GotR. And from where we're at, we only have about another 50 hours ahead of us. I guess we'll see you again at 700 points. Looks like we get a random surprise duo partner. Look at us mining together. Yay, teammate. And I believe if we did the math on this game right, grab our bonus XP from building in between games, and if we check the Guardian for rewards, we now have just over as many potential pulls as we've actually pulled. So that means we're around 30 hours grinded so far in this quest for 1700. I'll do a few more duos with him, at least one more to get 700 base reward points, and we'll check in with you guys in a bit. 800 pulls. We're getting a little shaky because this should be the game that we get 97 Runecraft. 2 more levels to go. And finally at the end of this game, 850 pulls. We're now halfway there and it's only been 35 hours. I think I'm gonna force myself to do something else after this next game. There's 1, and 2 brings us up to level 80 cooking. 1 more step closer to the base 80s. Back to Guardians of the Rift. Oh, how I missed you for the hour. Give it another 10 minutes and I'll want to leave again. This should be the 900 milestone. Yep, just passed it. Figured we'd come relax at some Zaya with some soul rune crafting. And this should be 11 million XP. It feels good to be back home now. Well, it looks like the reward points do go up to 1,000, and makes the elemental potential even harder to read. I wonder when they end up capping out. You want to know a good way not to get burnt out on old school RuneScape? Probably try to break up your grinds a little bit more than I'm doing now. Because almost 70 straight hours of Guardians of the Rift is really making me want to stop. But anytime I go do anything else, I just want to come right back because I feel like I'm so close to being done now. Even though we still have like 28 more hours to go. I know I touched on how to make a couple improvements to Guardians of the Rift in the last video, but I think another change that would be nice would be to automatically use a stronger cell whenever you create a catalytic. Even if the room is full, it would just kill off a weaker one. So if somebody has built 3 weak Guardians and you come in with a red overcharge cell, it would just kill one of them and build a new one. I think that'd be kind of nice. It would help out a little bit. Well, we failed that round, so it's probably more like we have 33 hours left at Guardians of the Rift to account for fails. Great. At this point, we're just brute force pushing through the burnout, and 1100 pulls means we're only about 24 hours left of the grind. That's assuming that we don't fail any games, so let's round that to 30 to 35 hours. 1200 total pulls, 500 remain. 25, 50, 75, and 4 hours later, another 100 points puts us at 1300 total. 400 left, and that's about 100 more games. I think we're ending somewhere around 575. I am ready to leave. 98 Runecraft. Leave. 300 pulls remain. 201. Always nice to be crashed by a couple of bots. 4 more hours and we are done. Oh, we finally made it to the final game. We're so close I can taste it. Oh, we barely made that. Okay, but we are done. 1,702 pulls. Get the little bonus XP from in between round crafting of golems. And we are leaving. Oh, that feels good to see. This will put us up to about 2,400 total pulls. At least in Guardians of the Rift, we got lucky for the Abyssal Protector, and we are hoping that this will give us enough pearls to finish out the Guardian's Eye and the Ring of Elements from the shop. Ideally, we'll get the Lost Bag and the other 2 dies along the way. Let's go ahead and get a live stream set up. Well, let's see what we're gonna get. This should only take about an hour. Well, it happened. Not only did we get another pet out of Guardians of the Rift, but now we also have the Lost Bag. Thank you, Meister D, for hanging out for all of it, pretty much, as well as Gurasimp, who took off to go back to Pyramid Plunder. Apologies to the username I will not try to pronounce because I don't think I can say that correctly. So if you want to know our overall loot that we managed to accomplish, we have officially green-logged Guardians of the Rift, and have obtained everything. Ended up making 7.6 mil out of all of our 1,702 pulls. And once we started opening the pouches, it only took 19 to get the Lost Bag out of the 83 we have stacked up. Now for the part where we open all of the bags and do all of the clues to see what all we end up with. After 45 pouches, we have our first clue scroll. I guess it's time to get stepping. So we just finished opening all the intricate pouches. We ended up with 3 lamps, the Lost Bag, and 7 total clue scrolls. And that now brings the hard clue stack up to 43. But before we finish this video off, we have one more thing to do. 5 more hours later and we're finally here. There is 99 Runecraft. Double deaths and we finally have a white achievement cape. Let's go pick it up, open up the shop, and we're gonna go ahead and take 10 of them. And there we go. Untrimmed Runecraft cape has been accomplished. Let me know if you have any recommendations as to what you would like to see next on our way to max, or to take a guess as to where we'll be going in the next episode. In the meantime, I'm going to be working toward a new outfit change, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.